Welcome back everybody to our playthrough of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. When last we left off, we were doing a few things on the second day that we are doing over the span of all 3 days, such as the Honey and Darling stuff, as well as dropping off our sword to have it upgraded to the fullest it can be, which required getting the gold dust and all that jazz. And for today's segment, we are going to be doing mostly stuff oriented with the Great Bay. As you can see, that's where we are. We still don't have our swords, so that owl statue we actually can't activate. Which is why I'm going to do everything across the span of 3 days at once, and sort of have everything ready. You know, Tingle fell from a pretty high distance there. He should have broken every bone in his legs, and possibly in his entire body. Sort of like the scene in The Dark Knight. Yeah, I realize we haven't been getting our maps like we should be, so I'm gonna just grab that one, and now, it's hard to tell, but if you see that flock of seagulls, they ran so far away, 80s humor, hovering over this seemingly dead Zora body, this is in fact our sort of protagonist? Or protagonist, as Red Letter Media would have us say. We are pushing him to shore. Yeah, Link doesn't make a very good lifeguard. I guess he wouldn't naturally, being like under the age of 10 and have this giant Zora who's very much taller than him and kind of cumbersome to move around. I don't know. But yeah, he's almost dead. And he's just walking up on the shore now. And I would say there are layering issues where his steps kind of go into the sand, but given that the beach on the sand kind of sinks your feet into it when you walk on it, that's more realistic than anything. And he dies. And we don't care, so we're gonna go somewhere else. No, I'm just kidding. We have to talk to this guy. He has a dying message. He's Mikau. Mikau? Mikau? Mikayu? Is it supposed to be like Micah? I don't know. So yeah, we will listen to his final message because we're nice. And, yeah, this happens. So let me get this straight. He had enough energy to stand up and play a whole rock opera-esque song, but he didn't have enough strength to swim himself to shore? Well, whatever. So this is the guy who's like, Darmani. We have to play the Song of Healing for him, even though he's not dead yet, technically. Or I guess technically he is. But for Darmani, he'd been dead a long time, you know. Or maybe not a long time, but he was already buried and everything. This guy was just like... I don't know, it's very peculiar. He's close to death, so I guess we're just healing him. Hey, it's Princess Ruto. Well, no, it's technically not Princess Ruto for more than the obvious reason, but also because if we're following the parallel story to Ocarina of Time, Princess Ruto is still technically a kid, so she wouldn't be fully grown up yet. But yeah, we find out that Mikau, whoever, was part of a band, and they were all grooving and shit. Yeah, whatever, so... And then he just dissipates. And a Zora mask. From that angle, it looks like they buried him in the sand and didn't cover up his face. I don't know. So we get the Zora mask, and this is arguably the coolest of our transformations. He's rocking in the afterlife. There are a couple of reasons I think it's the coolest of the transformations, partly because of the instrument. Speaking of which, could you really play a guitar made out of what seems to be fish bones? Oh, whatever. Let's just turn into a Zora and I'll demonstrate why I think it's so cool. Not gonna lie, that's also possibly the creepiest face you take on while transforming. But yeah, this the Zora transformation's attacking prowess is a lot cooler than the other two. It feels more fluid, sort of as akin to having a sword and that kind of thing, as opposed to just spinning or throwing punches. And we get to swim really fast, and it's awesome. Yeah! Look at me, I'm an Olympic swimmer. I'm like Michael Phelps. Topical humor. But anyway, so we have to help the princess, Princess Ruto, the singer, who I was not reading that text very closely, so I don't remember her name off the top of my head. I have a terrible time remembering the names of people in the Zelda universe. Odd. But we have to go get our eggs from the Gerudo Fortress, which is over this way. But how are we gonna get in there, you ask? Well, it's simple. All we have to do is ram ourselves into these wooden planks. And we have to go into the right one, and bam, there's an entrance. And now we get cool music. It may not be thrilling music, but it's intense at least, and I like that about it. So this is one of two times where the stone mask, I shouldn't say two times, one of a few times where the stone mask really comes in handy. If you remember, I think we got it either last segment or 2 segments ago, or maybe that's part of the one I didn't show on camera. This is the one where we can't be seen, basically. So we're just gonna climb up on this. Oh, come on. I guess I just missed it, but whatever. Akin to the Gerudo Fortress in Ocarina of Time, if you get spotted by them, you are thrown out. So it's good to have this mask, because now you can't be spotted. And, okay, let's see. Yeah, ideally, what you would normally do if you didn't have the stone mask was just swim underneath them, and be careful with your timing coming up to the surface as a Zora. And these fish are really annoying. Of course, I forget what they're called, too. But we have to get over to this spot and break out another transformation mask. Because we get to turn into Goron and ground pound, similar to how we did in the, I totally missed, similar to how we did in Snowhead's temple. Yep, we have to go in this temple the cumbersome way. And if you dive in, and or if you're not underneath the water far enough, like you're easily spotted by the Gerudos, they'll throw you out even if you're in like mid-jump or something. I'd think you could just swim away from them if you're a Zora and you're fast enough, but I mean, what do I know? Maybe they're good swimmers. They swim really fast. So yeah, this is sort of a covert operation. I put quotation marks around the word covert because this is really just... It's similar, again, to the Gerudo hideout in Ocarina of Time. You'd expect it to be, I know, but it's just going underneath and being all stealthy and that kind of stuff. And pull that one out, it looks like. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this place. Let's just admire the music. Sounds really badass, if I'm honest. I think it's not, it's obviously, in my opinion, if you have, wait, what? Is this? Oh. Oddly enough, I have never known about this. I did not know that the, wiring like that had an opening at the top. Oh, good. 20 rupees. Invaluable. Let me tell you that. It's just so important to keep getting these rupees. But to the game's credit, it actually is important to get rupees in Termina as opposed to Hyrule. So yeah, we sure are going through the fortress here. And as I was going to say, the music here is cool, but if you've seen my playthrough of what's it called, Ocarina of Time, you'd know I think that the Gerudo music for that game is actually probably one of my favorites in terms of video game music in general. I just really love that tune. In the, it sounds like it's all foresty or foresty, like the desert kind of theme. It just really is impressive to me. And get ready to find a lot of minuscule amounts of rupees, by the way. There are quite a few in this part of the game. Hey, look, a switch. What does this do again? I feel like it makes a chest appear. Or, no, that opens a door. Okay, we're gonna go quick, like. Damn it. I say, we're gonna go quick, and then... Ooh! That was not so bad, actually. Use a heart piece, and we don't need that. I mean, we do, but that's not what we need to progress. Sidetracked today, I don't know why. Alright. Go like this. And jump! There's a chest over the other way. Those, I think, 5 rupees even. So if you see a chest, unless it is big enough to seem like it would have a heart piece, it's best not going for. Yes, it is indeed nighttime. What was that? Oh. Now push that switch, get on here, and then do this. And that is exactly why you need to be pretty much square on that thing. Jean-Claude Van Dammit. Yeah, this part is a little bit of a doozy, but it's really not too bad. It just requires timing. As you saw, there's another switch right... Or actually, you can even just jump off here, because... that way you don't have to fall back down like I just did. Let's see... Oh, this is the telescope. And this is the area we will be in. It's pretty neat looking. Maybe a little bland, but it definitely has a fortressy feel to it. Yeah, Gerudo guards everywhere. Oh, I didn't even know if you focused in on that, it just shows you the pathway. Hey, look! What seems to be a hookshot target. I wonder why. Well, we'll find out eventually. Well, wasn't that fun? Hit that switch. Down. And go through the door before the thing pops back. I don't know if it's on a timer or not. This part, and don't worry, while you're up here, if you, the pirates won't see you. You'd think that they would, but I guess they're too far out of range to come and get you or whatever, so... Up this way, and now, we We are in their fortress. Effectively. And now here's again, the main part, or the main reason why the stone mask is important. Slip it on, and whereas they would otherwise normally spot you, they look in your general direction as if they know something's there, but they don't do anything. So you are free, you don't have to go in stealth mode like Splinter Cell or GoldenEye or anything like that. You can just feel free to roam around. And I guess I'll probably cut here. That's a good segment splitter. The next time, we will continue within the Gerudo Fortress, getting all the stuff we need, and it will be tons of fun. We don't have to be stealthy, which is nice. So thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, see you all later.